Sunday night, you've got the fresh notebook, the color-coded pens, and a study schedule so perfect it belongs in a museum. You feel unstoppable. But by Wednesday, that schedule's in the trash and the guilt is setting in. If that's you, I have a secret. You don't have a willpower problem, you have a design problem. And today, we're fixing the science of your schedule so you never have to force yourself to study again. And here's why. The schedule itself is usually the problem. Within 1 hour of learning something new, your brain has already dumped roughly half of it, something a researcher named Ebbinghaus mapped out back in 1885. He called it the forgetting curve. It's not because you're a slow learner, it's just how human biology works. Most timetables fail because they are built around time. How many hours can I sit here? But a timetable that actually works is built around review checkpoints. The science suggests the sweet spot for memory is reviewing material the next day, then 3 days later, then 7. Every time you revisit it, you reset the curve. Your schedule shouldn't just have study math, it needs return visits. Now let's talk about the sessions themselves. Most people try to grind for 3 hours straight, but your brain runs on Ultradian Rhythms, cycles of about 90 minutes where your focus naturally peaks and then inevitably crashes. After about 50 minutes of deep work, you hit diminishing returns. You're still sitting there, but your brain is essentially checked out. The fix is the 50-10 rule. Work for 50 minutes, then take a 10-minute real break. No phone, just movement. And remember, 3 30-minute sessions spread across the day will result in better grades than one 90-minute marathon every single time. Also, pay attention to your internal clock. Your brain is usually sharpest 2 to 4 hours after you wake up. Put your hardest, scariest subject there. Save the light reading for the afternoon slump. We also have to talk about why the perfect schedule always collapses. It's usually because of the planning fallacy. Psychology shows we consistently underestimate how long a task will take by about 40%. If you don't build in buffer time, intentional white space, the first time a chapter is harder than you thought, the whole schedule falls like a house of cards. And then there's sleep. I'll be blunt, sleep is not a break from studying, it is part of studying. Memory consolidation, moving info into long-term storage, only happens during deep sleep. Pulling an all-nighter doesn't just make you tired, it can reduce your recall by 40%. You are quite literally deleting the work you just did. Before we build the final structure, we have to stop the biggest waste of time in education: passive rereading. Highlighting and reading notes over and over feels like studying, but it has almost zero impact on long-term memory. What works is active recall, closing the book and forcing your brain to retrieve the answer. It's harder, it feels messier. You'll close the book and draw a blank and think you've learned nothing, and that feeling is actually the learning happening. That struggle is your brain building the pathway. It's what actually moves the needle on test scores. Your timetable needs to be a list of tasks, not topics. Instead of read biology, write test myself on biology chapter 4. So what does the only timetable that actually works actually look like? It needs 4 things. 1. Priority weighting. Hardest subjects first. 2. Active recall. Every session is a test, not a read. 3. Spaced review. Built-in slots to revisit old material. And 4. The weekly reset. One 20-minute block on Sundays to adjust for the week ahead. If you've abandoned 100 schedules before, the problem wasn't you, it was a system that had no room for being human. Start small. 2 focused sessions a day, use active recall, build in your buffer. That's it. That's the whole system. If this helped you, subscribe. On this channel, we're breaking down the real science behind how slow, steady learners like us actually win. And if you want to see exactly how to apply active recall to those study slots we just talked about, watch this video next.